All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Season 5 now, recap show. As you see, we finished top of the league again by a clear margin. And it was kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? It was basically like last season, except last season was Chelsea, this season it's Arsenal. For the first, I don't know, 15, 20 games, they were kind of neck and neck and even had the lead on me for a while. And then all of a sudden, well, it's probably a combination of me just turning it on and them just falling off the charts. I don't think Arsenal lost for like the first 17 games of the season. And then all of a sudden, I mean, if you look, they wound up with 7 losses and 9 draws. I obviously did really well. What's the funny thing is I lost 3 games. I lost to Man City once in one of my worst games that I played, and I lost to Aston Villa twice. 2 of my 3 losses were to freaking Aston Villa. Both of them were 1-0 games, by the way. So anyways, QPR, Middlesbrough, and Leicester were all relegated to the championship. We'll get into the other competitions. Also, if you're new to these videos, I just want to also point out that what I'm doing with this season or with this career mode is I'm not allowed to transfer any players in. The only people I can sign are youth players and free agents. And this season we didn't sign a single free agent, mainly because I think our team is getting to the point where we're really good, so we don't really need anybody. Everybody's around like a 70 overall, which would put them at like 4th string on our team. So we're kind of holding off. Anyways, moving on. Community Shield, we beat Man U 1-0. The FA Cup, we made it all the way to the final and we lost to Newcastle 1-0. So that kind of sucked. As you see, we kind of lucked out on the draw. We got Leeds in the round of 16 and we smashed them. And then we got Arsenal in the quarters. We beat them 2-1. And then the semis, we got Rotherham. And we just absolutely demolished them 6-0. The Capital One Cup, we did win. As you see also in the semis, we killed Swansea 6-1. I think actually the first leg of that was 5-1. So going into the second leg, we had pretty much already came away with it. As you see, we got a little scare there against Southampton. Had to go to pens in the round of 16. This was our preseason tournament, and we won that. The Copa Europe, we lost to Monaco 2-0. It was an awful, awful game. I know earlier I said Man City was that worst game. This could have arguably been even worse. It was an atrocious game. Take your sweet time here. This one always takes forever and a day to load. It's the Champions League, by the way. Okay, so there we go. All right, so as you see, we just wrapped this game up, and we beat Sevilla in the final 3-1. They actually took the lead early in the game, came back, tied it up. We went into extra time and scored 2 goals in extra time to finish her off. As you see in the semis, we got Porto. I don't know what it was going on with semifinals in our team, but we absolutely destroyed Porto. I think if I counted it up, in the Champions League competition, we outscored opponents 36-8. That's insane. And also, I should point out, Sevilla was actually the team that was in our group. So it was the 3rd time we played them this year. I think the rest of this is just junk competitions that don't include us, like the Copa Europe. So I'm going to try to back out here. Give it a second. It likes to think. So, yeah, how's everyone doing? Um, so, I also mentioned previously that my formation that I always play is a 3-5-2. Um, we've been getting so many good young players that play outside back that I decided to switch it up. So, I've been playing a 4-3-3 holding um, formation, and it's actually done like wonders. I'm really enjoying it. Um, come on now. Okay, there. Whatever. We got out of it. Um, so yeah, and in order to play that formation, we need to have good wingers. We have, well, I should say we had two that were in the youth squad that we promoted. I want to say last season, and we've really concentrating on boosting them up. One of which is this Sorto guy, who we bumped up 13 to a 74. This Grella guy we'll get into in a minute. And then Brown, we've moved him up 10 to a 7. So we've really been focusing on them. Um, squad report, we'll run over this. And I'm going to put it on this. Poulter, he's an 83. He's gotten some physical boosts, but nothing in terms of goalkeeping. So he's stayed the same. LaCour's moved up 3 to an 82. Proschwitz has moved up none. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Also, should mention, last season, if you remember, our one of our best center backs is a guy named Colm. I don't know, it must be Irish. Frecklington. He was homesick, and so he demanded a transfer. I really hate this game sometimes. So he demands a transfer and winds up going to Newcastle. Now, geography speaking, I'm not very good with England, but I gotta imagine that the difference between Ireland and Coventry and Ireland and Newcastle is gotta be pretty minimal. So I don't understand the reasoning behind that. Anyways, he wound up going, and it really sucks because he was really good. Suarez moved up 4 to a 75. Burke moved up 3 to a 74. Asenio moved up 3 to a 79. Guadino moved up 1 to a 77. Also, some of the guys that we signed in our first season, I know I mentioned this last year or last season report or whatever. I've been trying to sell them. So Guadino and Burke, as well as Swanson and a guy named Gould who's been out on loan. Those are the only four guys we have left that we signed in that first season who are, you know, guys we're just trying to get rid of. We've actually had offers come in for Guadino and Swanson, but both of them got rejected because the team who's trying to buy them tried to lowball them in terms of wages, so they rejected it. Moving on. Mings moved up 2 to an 81. Zimmerman moved up 1 to a 76. He's unhappy because he should play more. Okay. Avenel moved up 1 to a 79. I don't know what's up with this guy. We boosted him up like 2 years ago, hoping that he would be like the second coming, and he just hasn't done anything. As you see, I mean, he only scored 11 goals all season. He's been really disappointing. Armstrong moved up 2 to an 80. This guy, and all of these guys are complaining about lack of matches because we just haven't played them a lot in the end of the season because we've had the league sewn up. So I've been trying to play more younger players. Anyways, this guy has been an absolute beast. He scored 26 goals this year, which is the most. Armstrong was second with 22, but he's just been playing out of his mind. He scores every time he comes out in the field. Anyways, Barashi moved up 2 to a 76. Bahre moved up 3 to a 74. Segura moved up 4 to a 76. Swanson didn't budge. Madison moved up 1 to a 79. Ramirez is the backup goalkeeper who actually played really good for us. Moved up 3 to a 71. Brown, as we already mentioned, moved up 10 to a 76. His stats have just been insanely awesome. Rittenberg moved up 3 to a 71. Wooten moved up 1 to a 68. Mowat moved up 3 to a 73. Ferrati moved up 2 to a 73. Guardado is a guy we just signed from our youth squad. So I don't know what we're going to do with him. Probably try to loan him. Aguilarov moved up 3 to a 71. Diaz moved up 3 to a 69. Gortler moved up 3 to a 68. Holthouse moved up 1 to a 62. Rubin moved up 2 to a 64. Saxton moved up 1 to a 71. Sorto moved up 13 to a 74. Just awesome stats, like how fast they're going up. Perk moved up 4 to a 66. Araba moved up 2 to a 63. Cropper moved up 1 to a 63. He's another youth player we just recently signed. Now we're getting into our loan players. Mendez moved up 3 to a 71. Gomez moved up 3 to a 72. Putty didn't budge. Behrens moved up 4 to a 67. Cowgill moved up 5 to a 70. Rupp moved up 4 to a 66. Bellot moved up 4 to a 74. That's awesome. Barrion moved up 4 to a 70. Simic moved up 1 to a 74. Craig moved up 3 to a 73. Castillo moved up 3 to a 75. There's that Ghoul guy, moved up 1 to a 73. And then this guy moved up 3. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. Renier. Does that work? He moved up 3 to a 76. So let me pump over here to the youth academy. So we got this Payne guy, 65, 87, and 93. Looks like a right midfielder. This guy we just signed recently. Ty, maybe? 60, 79, and 94. Grella is the guy we've really been boosting because he's 88 to 94 potential. He's up to a 67 now. We've got his stamina was at like 49, so we managed to pump that to 58, which is pretty good. Chris Zhao, I think, 65, 83 to 89. Opara, 60, 83 to 89. Copers, so 58, 87 to 93. That's pretty good. I think we got too many attacking midfielders, though. That's the problem. I'm going to try to pronounce that. My German's kind of crappy, but Rossbach, 55, 79 to 94. Baker, 61, 82 to 88. Oh, my God. Kill me with these. 60, 85 to 94. Kaku Taulua. Yeah. And then Garaz Geyer. 60, 88 to 94 as well. I should probably work on this guy as well. That's pretty awesome. And then we got the easy Zach Thompson. Only 49, but 86 to 92. So yeah, the stats. Embolo, who's the young Swiss player, won the Golden Boot. Funny thing is, and this is another reason why I love EA, they gave him the Golden Boot, and I think he was the player of the season, but yet he wasn't on the team of the season. Don't know. Don't understand it. Anyways, you see Armstrong's up there with 12. Chagas Estevao with 11. And Zimmerman got up there with 10. So that's pretty awesome. I'm not sure if we got anybody yet. Oh, yeah, there we go. Asenio had 8 goals. Assist-wise, again, Chagas with in first with 11. Armstrong with 10. Then we got Guadino, Segura, and Avenel all with 8. Anybody else on this list? No. And clean sheets, Lloris and Poulter both had 17. We might actually have... Nope. As you see, David De Gea in 14th. Everton bought him, which is pretty unrealistic, but whatever. So yeah, I mean, that's really it. I don't think I've played a one of these career modes past season 5, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, if I'm going to continue with season 6. I really do like how the team is stacking up, so that's kind of pressing me to want to play more, but we'll see. I'm sure I'll probably do one more season. But anyways, as always, thank you guys for watching, and maybe I'll catch you all in season 6. If not, I'm sure I'll do something else. Thank you for watching, as I already mentioned. So adios, peeps.